What's up, guys? Welcome to the video day 7 here of BRANDuary. Listen, I've got a really important topic for you today. Something that's been a true game changer, needle mover for me in my life, and I think it can do the same for you. I want you to take a look at this video of the dashboard and control screen of my 2026 Tesla Model Y. When you look at that dashboard and that control screen, what do you see? Maybe the better question is, what do you not see? Every day that I get in this car, what I see when I look straight ahead at that dash and at that control screen, what I see is simplicity. I see elegance. What I don't see is anything unnecessary or anything non-essential. And that was Tesla's intent when they redesigned this car. If it didn't make the car better, if it didn't serve a purpose, a defined, stated purpose, and did some function that made the operation of the car better, it didn't make the cut. They removed everything that was unnecessary. And I think that's a really powerful metaphor for what we can do in our lives. Move to simplify, build the habit of simplifying. And really, that's what the best in the world do and have done throughout the course of history. They don't do more things. They do fewer things better. And I want to dispel a myth here. Simplicity, what I'm talking about in this context, this isn't about laziness. It's not about doing less just for the sake of doing less. It's about doing less for the sake of getting crystal clear clarity. So as we talk about this, I want to give you 5 bullet points here on the true power of simplicity. And then I'm going to talk later in the video about how we can implement steps we can take to implement simplicity into our lives and really achieve that goal. So the first thing here, simplicity reduces cognitive overload. Look, every open loop, every extra choice, every unnecessary commitment drains mental energy. So when you simplify, what happens is your decisions get faster, your focus gets sharper, and your execution gets cleaner. So in reality, complexity creates friction, simplicity creates flow. Number 2, simplicity reveals what actually matters. I love this saying that when everything is important, nothing is. When everything's essential, nothing is essential. So by removing the non-essential, the essential becomes obvious. And that's, in my opinion, how high performers get real clarity, not by adding more priorities, but by eliminating distractions. Simple concept, very, very powerful. Number 3, simplicity increases consistency, and we all want to be more consistent, right? Complicated systems require motivation and a lot of thought. Simple systems just run on habit. The simpler the process, the more likely it gets done, especially when you're low on motivation and when you're low on energy, and we all have those days. Consistency beats complexity every time. Number 4, simplicity makes you faster and more decisive. I talked earlier in this series about the power of decisiveness, about building that habit of being decisive. Complexity creates hesitation, it stifles decisiveness. Simplicity creates speed. So when you know exactly what matters, you stop second guessing and you start moving forward with clarity and certainty. And in my opinion, that's a big competitive advantage. And number 5 here, last but not least, simplicity creates trust. People trust what they understand. So a clear message, clear values, clear standards, those things build trust. And that's what makes high performers and leaders feel solid and feel reliable to their people. So what are some practical steps how we can implement simplicity into our lives, how we can build that habit of simplicity and ultimately simplify our day-to-day process? I think the first one is to define your big 3. Ask yourself, what are the 3 things that matter most in this season of my life? Go all in on those 3 things. They get the majority of your focus. They get the majority of your time and energy. Everything else is secondary. Number 2, eliminate before you optimize. I love this one. Before trying to improve something in your life, ask, do I even need it? Is it even necessary? Is it even essential? Adopt this mindset of delete first, delete what's not necessary, and then refine what's left. Number 3, standardize decisions. Look, reduce repeated decisions. This is that idea of decision fatigue. So same clothes, same morning routine, same workout structure, same weekly planning rhythm. What this does is it frees up a ton of mental bandwidth for higher level thinking, for higher level decisions and the things that really, really matter. Number 4, you gotta close open loops. If you've not heard of open loops, it's this idea of unfinished conversations, undone tasks, unclear commitments. What they do is they just stay running in the background and they drain mental energy, they eat up CPU space and bandwidth. So the more we can close those loops, have those conversations we need to have, check those tasks off of our checklist and get clear on those commitments. This is gonna free up a lot of bandwidth and a lot of mental energy. Close them and then consciously delete them. I'm telling you, your nervous system literally relaxes when things are clean, tidy, and finished. And number 5, ask the simplicity question daily. That question is, what's the simplest version of this that still works? That one question, I promise you, will upgrade your entire life. Look guys, building this habit of simplicity, of simplifying your life, again, as I said in the opening, was a true game changer and needle mover for me. And I think it'll do the same for you. It's not simplicity for the sake of doing less, just to be lazy or simply to do less. It's simplicity for the sake of doing less, but better, focusing on the things that truly matter and doing those at the very highest level. Hope you got value from the video. I'll be back tomorrow with day 8 of BRANDuary. As always, if you made it this far in the video, thanks so much for watching. Give me a like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.